They are one of two Bahamians in the lineup. And a ninth athlete has been added. Kenyatta Great of the British Virgin Islands added to the field. She'll go in lane 9. Final of the under-20 girls, 100 meters.
Alana Reid, the outstanding 10-9-2 winner of the Boys and Girls Championships in Jamaica.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, something terrifying is happening again in the world of track and field. And truth be told, the rest of the world might not be ready for it. Because every single time, the world thinks that, when the world thinks that Jamaica is slowing down, another generation appears. Another wave appears. As they still think that Jamaica is fading away, another set of sprint teenagers appears. Jamaica gives us a group of young athletes, young sprinters, running times that really makes the senior athletes nervous. And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, it happened at the CARIFTA Games that happened back in 2023. The most dangerous breeding grounds for the sprint talents on the planet Earth. Ladies and gentlemen, look carefully at this lineup. Some of it's some familiar names that we are versatile with. 2 Jamaicans in the women's line under 20 meters, ladies and gentlemen. Young athletes from Trinidad and Tobago, Bahamas, Antigua, and Barbados. But the moment, ladies and gentlemen, Jamaica steps onto the track, immediately the energy changes, the energy shifts. Because history, ladies and gentlemen, already tells us what comes next. Remember, Jamaica has been a sprint, a stream, a system that has been giving us some of the best athletes around the world. For the world, sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the same system that produced Usain Bolt. Up to now, his record has never been broken. The same system that gave us Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, the Mammy Rocket. The same system that has given us Elaine Thompson-Hare, Veronica Campbell, and Shericka Jackson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the next generation has arrived. And the scary part, there are not even fully developed athletes yet. These are juniors. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to watch this video up to the end, and then I'll be back with a few discussion. Remember, if you're coming across my channel for the first time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also comment. So let's watch it, and then I'll be back with a few discussion.
They are one of two Bahamians in the lineup. And a ninth athlete has been added. Kenyatta Great of the British Virgin Islands added to the field. She'll go in lane 9. Final of the under-20 girls, 100 meters.
Alana Reid, the outstanding 10-9-2 winner of the Boys and Girls Championships in Jamaica. Another outstanding favorite, lines up in lane number 5.
Confirmation of the list, Shatalia Dorset, silver medalist at the under-17 level last year in lane 1. Lane 2, Gialina Downdy in the under-17 final last year as well. Christelle Martindale of Barbados in 3. Sana Frederick, Trinidad and Tobago 4. The favorite, Alana Reid, Jamaica 5. Alexis James, Jamaica 6. Lanika Locker, Antigua and Barbuda in 7. And the second Bahamian in the lineup, Amari Pratt.
No Adeja Hodge, that's unfortunate. And James and Frederick have qualified comfortably Frederick looking very strong at the end of her races. She's 4.95, lane number 4 from Trinidad and Tobago.
Love the look of Frederick. Can't sleep on her. But Alana Reid is class.
In the field too, Chantalia Dorset, second in the under-17s last year to Hodge, has made it to the final under 20 in her first year in the group.
Under 20 girls 100 final. Lane 4, Sana Frederick, Trinidad and Tobago. 11:52 to get into this final. Second fastest, 11:54. Alana Reid in her semi-final, but she was cruising from about 50 meters out.
That was a stroll. She'll go faster now in the final.
Under 20 girls 100 final. Off they go. Alana Reid got up well for Jamaica. Reid goes to the front. Alana Reid in control. Alexis James tries to go with her. She can't. Alana Reid blows the field away. 10:94 on the clock. 11:17 it has been adjusted to. Alana Reid produces a super performance. And outside of the controversial record on the books, 11:03 by Aileen Bailey and Tamika Clark, this is the fastest we've seen electronically timed in the history of the CARIFTA Games. Alana Reid strikes gold. Jamaica finishes 1-2.
This is a super season for Alana Reid. Big double at Boys and Girls Championships, and here unprecedented hurried in the 100 final. James, World Junior 100 hurdles second placer, second here, and Jamaica goes 1-2. Frederick a little further back in the pack can have a great run, but Reid on top and in charge.
Get another look at it to confirm the bronze medalist. The Bahamians with 2 in the final. Frederick of Trinidad and Tobago favored to have a medal here. The Jamaicans tearing away, and Frederick came through to take bronze for Trinidad and Tobago. And there you have it. Negative 1.0 meters per second, the wind speed as well. 11:17 for Reid, 11:53 for James. Frederick, 11:65 to take the bronze medal. Alana Reid is by trackside.
Here with your gold and silver medalist for the under 20 women's 100 meters. Your gold and silver medalist from the under 20 women's 100 meters. Alana Reid, you followed up an incredible performance at Champs with this gold medal. What does it feel like?
To be honest, it's something that I've been working towards. It was just for me to come out here and do my utmost best. I did just that, and I'm honestly pleased with the outcome.
And for you, Alexis, to be able to secure this silver medal in front of your home crowd that followed you here, tell us what this feels like, what this moment is for you.
It's a good feeling because I have some pains I have to deal with right now. So it's a really good feeling to be second place winner here.
Jamaica goes 1 and 2 in the under 20 women's 100 meters.
The gold and silver medalist in the under 20 girls 100 meters, joined by the president of the Jamaica Athletics Administrative Association, Garth Gale.
Proud man, sees his program building and building, and building next is anticipation for the boys under 20 100 final.
Adam Musgrove, Bahamas, lane number 6. Carlos Brown came in as the Bahamian to beat. Musgrove has also looked really good. The complexion of this final completely different now from when we started earlier today. The Jamaicans, Boaji and Krumi, DeAndre Daly, the favorites, and Krumi hurt in qualifying. Daly false started in the semi-final. but we still have...
Now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm your host, Tyrell Reactions. Now, let's take a quick dive into our commentary today about the video that we've just watched. Because the race took place during the prestigious CARIFTA Games, one of the most important junior track meets in the world. Now, for people who don't understand the CARIFTA, ladies and gentlemen, this competition is basically a preview of future Olympic and World Championship stars. If you dominate here, ladies and gentlemen, just like we've seen Jamaica do, chances are that the world will know your name in a few years. That's exactly why scouts, coaches, commentators, and sprint fans pay very close attention to these races. And once the women's under 20 100-meter finalists were introduced, ladies and gentlemen, you could already feel the tension. Lane after lane featured talented Caribbean athletes ready for the battle. We had Dosette from Bahamas. We had Jolina from Antigua. We had Matindale from Barbados. And of course, Sana Freddy from Trinidad and Tobago. But everybody's eyes were immediately locked onto the Jamaican athletes, Alana, Reid, and Alexis James. And honestly, ladies and gentlemen, that's because Jamaica has built a reputation that scares people before the race even starts. When Jamaican sprinters walk onto the track, ladies and gentlemen, the expectations automatically rise. People expect speed, people expect dominance, people expect records. And these young athletes know the pressure. I know that the pressure comes with the flag. Now, let's talk about Alana Reid for a moment, ladies and gentlemen. What makes her special is not just raw speed. It's how she runs, ladies and gentlemen. Her sprint form already looks polished beyond her age. And you'll agree with me on that point. Her drive phase is controlled, her knee lift is explosive, and once the transition is upward, ladies and gentlemen, she looks smooth and relaxed. That's a classic Jamaican sprint education. And when the gun finally went off, ladies and gentlemen, boom, explosive reaction. We all appreciate these athletes from the Caribbean. The entire field came out aggressively, but the Jamaican athletes immediately looked composed. That's one thing elite sprinters program teach very early. Do not panic in the first 30 meters. Some athletes tense up under pressure, ladies and gentlemen, and that's not the right thing to do when you are competing in such a race. But Jamaica's young sprinters often look calm even during chaos. And that's the champion's mentality. And as the race progressed through the middle phase, ladies and gentlemen, you could see separation begin. Stride frequency increased. The crowd started roaring. And suddenly, Alana Reid began pulling ahead with authority. The Jamaican authority, ladies and gentlemen. Not fighting the race, but rather controlling the race. That's what shocked many viewers. She didn't look desperate, ladies and gentlemen. She looked confident. Like she already knew she belonged on top. Again, I'll mention the champion mentality. And when she crossed that finish line, ladies and gentlemen, the message became very clear. Jamaica's next generation is coming in fast. Social media instantly exploded with reactions, ladies and gentlemen. Fans started comparing this generation to previous generation Jamaican sprint dynasties. Some people even began saying that Jamaica may be already be preparing successors for the current stars. And honestly, when you watch these performances carefully, it's hard not to understand why. Because the depth that Jamaica has in sprinting, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful people, is unreal. Even at junior level, they keep producing technically sound athletes year after year. I mean, it almost feels unfair sometimes. But we cannot blame Jamaica. We cannot blame Jamaica for being the best. Ladies and gentlemen, and here is what makes this even scarier for the rival nations. These athletes are developing physically. Now, let's say one thing. Imagine what really happens after. More strength training, more international exposure, more championship experience, and more professional coaching support. Just imagine what would happen. That's why races like these matter so much, ladies and gentlemen. They are not just junior finals. They are previews of the future. Jamaica are already giving us a snippet of what the future sprinting will look like. Ladies and gentlemen, the future Olympics, the future World Championships, the future relay battles between Jamaica and the United States. And speaking of really potential beautiful people, wonderful people, this generation of Jamaican women already looks incredibly dangerous. These young kids, they are indeed very dangerous. And this doesn't just mainly focus on Jamaica beautiful people. We are talking about the entire Caribbean, but basically Jamaica stands above them all. The sprint culture in Jamaica, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful people, is completely different. And I'm telling you that. This small island in the Caribbean, be sure, it is going to show the world that you cannot count Jamaica out. You cannot. Young athletes, ladies and gentlemen, grow up watching greatness constantly. They see legends win Olympic gold. They see world records. They see national heroes become global icons. So mentally, many Jamaican juniors arrive believing they are supposed to win. And how can you defeat somebody who has such a mentality? Man, you cannot. You cannot defeat them. Remember, Jamaicans, they say this. We little, but we talawa. You cannot take greatness, ladies and gentlemen, out of Jamaica. You cannot do that. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this mindset, it completely changes everything. Meanwhile, huge respect must also go to other Caribbean nations in this race. Just like I mentioned earlier, you cannot also count the other Caribbeans out. Because if not for them, there wouldn't be no Caribbean. Trinidad and Tobago continues developing excellent talents. Bahamas always produces strong athletes. Antigua and Barbados also showed serious competitiveness. The Caribbean as a whole remains as one of the strongest sprint regions in the world. But once again, beautiful people, wonderful people, in fact, it may be evolving again. I don't know if a lot of people expect this, but it may be evolving again. A newer generation, a faster generation, and a fearless generation. And if these young athletes continue progressing, beautiful people, wonderful people, I'm telling you, the rest of the world could have a major problem very soon. Because history has already shown us what happens when Jamaica's sprint talents matures. The medals starts coming, then the records, then the global domination. And after watching this under-20 girls final, beautiful people, a lot of fans left with the same thought. Jamaica found another one. And you'll all agree with me on that. So beautiful people, what do you think of this race? And I love to bring to you to attention, it's an old race. I mean, beautiful things like these can never even be called old. We have to appreciate each and every nation that took part in this race. We have to show love, to show appreciation, and to show support to each and every athlete in this race. So what do you think? Is Jamaica preparing another era of the sprint domination? Can Alana Reid become the next global superstar? And which Caribbean country do you think will challenge Jamaica the most in the future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. So beautiful people, if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. So I've been your host, Tyrell Reactions. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, my video for the first time, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. So until we meet again in my next video, peace out and one love.